44mm uncharged line up the ladder has the same initial setup as the 44 drop and go, with the nozzle and the 15-meter coupling placed at the base of the ladder. The firefighter approaches the nozzle, picks it up, throws it underneath one arm and over top of the opposite shoulder. And with the butt man on the ladder, he mounts the ladder and climbs to the roof of the building. Once on the roof of the building, he sounds the sill on the roof, dismounts the ladder, puts the nozzle down and places his foot on the hose behind the nozzle. With a hand-over-hand motion, he brings the uncharged line up to the roof until he achieves the 15-meter coupling at the roof of the building. With the 15-meter coupling at the roof, he places a hose rope that he's taken off the apparatus behind the 15-meter coupling and hooks it over top of the rung of the ladder so it can't be kicked off when any of the firefighters come up to the roof. He then flakes his line out on the roof so there's no kinks in it. Once the kinks are flaked out, the firefighter calls for water. Observe how when the line is charged, the ladder doesn't shift. The weight of the water in the hose and the weight of the water in the hose on the roof both keep the ladder in position without moving. It's a very stable platform to hold the hose on. To get line off the roof, ensure that the pump operator has his valve shut down on the engine. Crack the nozzle over the edge of the roof and bleed the line. Place the nozzle down, take the hose rope off the ladder and the hose rope off the hose. Stand outside the circle of hose that may pull you over the edge if things get away from you, and simply lower the nozzle down with the valve open so the water drains out above the level of watching it very carefully so you don't smash the nozzle into the ground. Set the nozzle down gently, simply hand over hand the rest of the hose until you have the loop in your hand, and once it's there, toss the rest of the hose to the ground. This technique for moving uncharged hose up and down the ladder works just as well for 65mm hose as it does for 44. It also works very well for moving hose up to a balcony if so required.